Behind the Shades.
I know for me growing up, I thought I was going to be a professional athlete. And I love basketball, I love football, I love soccer. I even loved badminton. Right? But my passion was actually, and even though I couldn't play it well, I really enjoyed watching hockey. And as I got older, I began to have situations where I was doing public speaking. And even though I didn't do it often enough, when I did do it, I loved it. And I knew that my life was going to include this somehow, some way. But then something happened. And ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you what happened. I needed money to pay bills. Life hit me like a brick wall. And I think that's what happens to a lot of people because a lot of our passions sometimes in the early stages isn't enough to sustain a lifestyle that you're looking to have. And that lifestyle sometimes is developed by comparison to other people. I see Noelle, she's married, and I'm thinking, why can't I be married? Or if the next person has children, why can't I have children? They have a nice car, why can't I have this? And then we start to put our passions, we start to drift from our passion. And as you put it, we get closer to a job. And many of us have jobs that we know deep in our heart aren't going anywhere. When someone comes up to you, Noah, and they say, I don't know what to do. I'm in this job. It sustains this lifestyle. It's not going anywhere. I want to have your courage, but I don't know if I have it in me. Is there a few steps that I can do to eventually get to the point where it's like I've rediscovered me and now I'm just growing into what I should have been from my dreams?
Yeah, so part of it's looking at who you are and what do you like to do so you can get a job or work on a side gig or something that fulfills your passion and your desires. But then you need to be intentional about who you hang around with. Jim Rohn says to be, you are the five that you are hanging around with. And you want to be around people that are going to encourage you, lift you up, and help you be that person that you're going to be dreaming of. It's kind of like a mirror is the way I envision it, is you've got these five people that are around you, at least, and they have a mirror reflecting back to you what you are. They're giving you true feedback. You're trusting them because they have nothing in it for them. They are there to help you grow, and they're giving you positive and negative feedback. For me, one of the hardest things to accept is when somebody I know and that I admire tells me I'm good on stage or tells me that the outfit looks good, whatever it could be. That's hard for me to take. It's like, no, you're just saying that. But if you evaluate, and these are the five people that you're going to trust to give you the feedback, okay, she's in it for herself. She's not trying to advance herself because that doesn't do anything for her. And you acknowledge that there's truth in that statement, whatever that statement is. And that can help bring you and your confidence level up because you can borrow the belief that they have in you to get you up to that next level.
Did you have to go through a process of changing the five people that you have around you when you were a different person back then versus today?
I would say that I didn't do it intentionally, which is something I would encourage people to, if you're acknowledging this, you can be intentional of who you're hanging around with. But when I left my job last year, those people I was with that were just keeping the status quo stayed at the job. And I started being around people who were networking and growing their business. And that's who I want to be. I want to be growing and I want to be expanding who I am as a person to help everybody else. So it was kind of an unintentional, but yes, it changed the whole group of people that I was with because I quit the job and that would change my environment.
How was the emotions for you when you're experiencing these changes? Because these are big, big changes for the average person to go through.
It is, and we all have different personalities, and we all feel emotions differently in different levels. I'm not a hugely emotional person, but leaving my job was a hard decision because it was our family's income, and something I had done for 9 years. And I loved my team. The people I worked with under me were just absolutely fabulous. They're amazing people. And I actually missed them, and that missed that camaraderie and the conversations. And you have these thoughts, well, I could go back and do that. Like, no, 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 that's not who I am. I can't go back. But, and then the emotion of just growing and changing, it's so wonderful when you're doing something that you love to do. It is beyond words. When I get off a podcast like this, I am just like floating around the room on cloud nine. And I can't explain it to anybody, but it is amazing feelings when you're doing what you love to do, for money or not. It is just wonderful and unexplainable.